Coming up next is our community event.
Hi everyone, this is Kavita for Satari TV. I'm at the Mexican Heritage Theater where Mount Madonna School is presenting Ramayana. The entire school, about 200 students from preschool to 12th grade, participate each year in this play. This year is no different. It's a production of a very grand scale. As you can see behind me, there's so many characters here that are getting into costume, putting their makeup on. There's so much buzz here. And of course, backstage, there are thousands of costumes, and I mean thousands. Tobin, what is your role in the Ramayana at Mount Madonna School?
I am King Ravana, who is the king of the demons, and the antagonist in the play and the story.
What do you like about your character?
I like the levels to him. People who don't really know the story may just think of him as an evil demon, but there's all this backstory behind him, and he used to be a really good king, and his pride blinded him, and so it's really just fun to act him out. And
kind of like Joker and other characters, they have the backstory.
Yeah, just find the motivations why he's being this way and why he's being evil.
Yeah. I got to talk to a lot of characters earlier, but it's really nice to have you, Ram and Sita, to talk to you, especially after seeing it and being in the intermission right now. How is it going so far?
I think it's going really well, actually. Yesterday we had a rough, technical issues, but we were still in the mode. But this play so far is going really well, so I'm happy for now.
What is something that really stands out for you in this play?
I don't know. I think what I love most about this play is that as you get older, you get to be a bigger and bigger character. So my first year, I was a demon and a celebration dancer, and now that I'm a senior, I'm playing Sita. So
Did you ever think you'd get to play Sita?
I think everyone kind of dreams about being Sita, but I wasn't set on playing Sita. But when I got her, I was excited.
And how many years have you been performing this role with Ramayana?
Oh, I've been at Mount Madonna for 5 years, so this is my 5th Ramayana.
You will rest here, as you wish.
The closer we get to the Dandaka, the more excited you get.
Desire to seek out Saponica and any other demons of these parts.
Don't be too hasty, Lakshman. I feel as though our presence is already known.
I am Guha.
And tell me a little bit about your character.
Basically, Guha is a tribal chief who has known Ram ever since he was a little boy. And when Ram gets banished to the Dandaka, he helps him cross the river so that he can continue his adventure into the forest and eventually into the demon world.
Do my eyes deceive me? Sri Ram?
Guha, Puta, my friends, I'm glad to see you're all well.
Oh, Ram, the sight of you brings joy to my heart.
Guha, Great Chief is happy! Yes! Guha, this is my wife, the Princess Sita.
I have looked forward to meeting you. Ram often speaks of his adventures here when he and his brothers were just boys.
I love them as if they were my own sons. Lord Ram, you've married well, as have I. This is my beautiful wife.
How long did it take you to prepare for this role?
From the very moment they cast me as Hanuman, it's a big mental challenge to kind of embody someone so key in the role of the Ramayana. And so just from the very beginning is when they cast me as Hanuman, I had to kind of envision myself as being that sort of character.
The Princess Sita has been kidnapped by the evil demon king Ravana. Tiger, the Vulture King, died trying to save her. Now Ram seeks our help. May I bring him in?
Jataya's death is sad news, but helping this human reclaim his wife could bring us to war with Ravana and his demons. Are you with me? Show them in, Hanuman. Bring bananas!
What are your roles in the Ramayana?
My role is I am a demon and a celebration dancer.
Wonderful. How about you?
We've got the same thing, so demon and celebration dancer.
Yeah. And what do you find challenging about this role?
A demon, we're not in lots. It's not very challenging, but I'd say the hardest part is being able to act without your facial expressions because we have masks on.
That is nice. Elise, what is your role in the Ramayana?
Well, this year I have 4 roles, but right now I'm dressed as Queen Kaushalya, Ram's mom, and then later on I'm a belly dancer, and then a monkey, and then a demonini.
What is the significance of Kaushalya's role?
Well, it's definitely her love for Ram and devotion towards him is definitely expressed throughout the very beginning and up until the very moment that he's banished. It leaves a big impression on her, and I think just as much as her husband is affected, she's equally as heartbroken.
May the heavens smile upon you, my son.
Alex.
Alex, what character are you playing today?
I am Bharat, one of Ram's brothers, and I'm the one that takes the throne, and then later I give it back because I feel guilty of what I did, and yeah.
So do you understand your role deeply, and how much study have you done for this role?
Not like, I just understand how my mother was bewitched, and she told my father that I should become king, and then I go and tell him that I don't want to be king anymore, and I won't want him to be king, and that's like the furthest extent of my knowledge.
So this play, is it in Hindi or is it in English?
This play right now is in English.
It is in English. How do the students at Mount Madonna School relate to Ramayana?
I think there's a variety of ways that they relate, but one of the ways that's really relevant, regardless of age, whether it's our younger students or older, is that, especially in the portion of the story that we tell, is duty, responsibility, loyalty. There's a lot about character and sacrifice. And I think those are messages that in today's society too often are not the focus that they should be. And so for us, we found this to be a great teaching tool regardless of your background, your spiritual beliefs, your culture. It just sort of transcends. It's a very universal message.
How long do the students take to prepare for this? I know they're getting into their costumes and it's quite lengthy, and the characters vary in age and their importance in the play. But how long does the entire school prepare for this?
So our middle and high school students finish a play in January that they do, and right after that, the very next week, they start rehearsals, auditions and then rehearsals for their roles, and then it continues from early February until now. For our younger students, they start around the end of March, and the younger up through 5th grade have preset roles for each grade, but they start learning their dances, choreography, and about the play itself.
Wow. And as far as production, I mean, we're just in the room where the makeup room and the styling room. It's a massive production for a school production. How many staff do you have to get this going off the ground?
Okay, so we have about 30 staff, faculty, teachers, and then support staff. The majority of the adults that you see here that are helping are parents or volunteers that have been part of this tradition. Many of them are alumni parents or alumni themselves that come back to help in various capacities, whether it's in the choir, whether they're part of the band, whether they come and do makeup or help with costumes. For some of these kids, they've performed. We have students that are leads this year that started performing in it as preschoolers. They've attended the school, so it's their 15th Ramayana if they went to a couple of years of preschool and kindergarten. And so it's very hard for them to let go once they graduate. And we find it not only brings together our current community, but it draws together our extended community year after year.
Wonderful. And if anybody wants to find out a little bit more about your schools, give me a website.
www.mountmadonnaschool.org.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Reporting from San Jose, this is Kavita for Satari TV.